Hello, welcome gorgeous beings of light. This is Elmara coming to you from Australia on the first day of 2026. We have an epic New Year special and blessing for you all today. We'd like to begin by you taking a big, long, slow, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And do this several times, just to let go of everything outside this moment and bring your awareness within. And when you feel yourself centered, just return your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And if you just stay open, you'll receive a divine healing. Just listening to my voice. Okay, so I wanted to tell you about our 28 Days to Bliss program. And I want to tell you just the story of someone who had a massive miracle happen. Lots of people have miracles when they listen to my work, but this one is a massive one that I'm sure you would all like to know about. And then I'll give you the great special offer we have for 2026 for all of you. Jacqui wrote to me from Arizona, sad and depressed, and said she was filling out food stamps to survive and asked me to help her. She begged me to help her for free. But I'd been screwed over so many times already, and I had promised my higher guidance team no more free stuff. I was done helping people one-on-one for free, because it always ended up they never did what they promised to do in return, and I was always the one that was left. One person even stole all my work and claimed it to be hers and started selling it herself. So no more. I was done with doing that for free. However, I guided her to my YouTube channel of the same name, of my name, Elmara Seraphim, and told her to pick any activation she liked and to listen to it for 28 days and see what showed up in her life. But you must listen for 28 days was my early instruction to her. So she picked our 28 Days to Bliss program, which at the time was free. A fortnight later she wrote saying all depression was gone and that she was getting stuff done that she'd wanted to do for years. Awesome news, I say to her. That's the power of all my activations. But about 6 weeks later, she writes again saying how sad and depressed she is again. And I asked her what happened. You were doing so well. Like most people, she had quit after a few weeks. She was feeling fabulous and thought she was done. Can't believe how many people think like that, but they do. So here's the thing though. If you have been stuck in your stuff for 30 or 40 or more years, it might just be a bit more than a few weeks to shift your poop. It might take just a bit more than a few weeks to shift your poop. Not to mention all the stuff that comes flying in once we truly decide to live in our life, our light, that tries to pull us back down into where we were. And that's a classic example of that. She convinced herself that she had arrived and she didn't need to do it anymore. That happens so often. Now, I'm a truly powerful healer who can help you raise your frequency simply by you listening to my voice. But you have to commit to doing the work. You have to. It's an ongoing journey. Even myself, I've been doing this work for 45 years, but I still meditate every day. And I truly notice it when I miss a day. I also don't drink or smoke or take drugs of any kind, and that includes pharmaceutical drugs, which help keep my frequency very high. So to miss a day, I really do notice it. So Jacqui commits to listening every day for 28 days and promises she would not quit this time. It was November the 20th. On December the 6th, breathe for me please, take a big breath in and let go, because I can feel this is already triggering some of you. On December the 6th, I started a new program called 100 Miracles in 100 Days. She committed to doing this program as well as her 28 Days to Bliss. Guess what happens on the 10th of December, just 20 days later? She writes, leaving a deliriously joy-filled message saying she had just manifested $3,200 per month for the rest of her life. Take a big breath in. And no, she did not win the lottery. She did not win the lottery. And that's why we have to stay open to how these things might come in for us. So Jacqui's story is just one of many, many miracles that just showed up for people once they began to align with their highest being within. In fact, we have so many of these miracles happen that we eventually, about a year later, made this an entry-level paid program for anyone who wanted to do one-on-one work with me. We've been charging $1,111 for this powerful life-enhancing program for the past few years. Some people went on to pay for higher-level spiritual life coaching with me. Others were just happy to keep doing the 28 Days to Bliss program. Take a big breath in for me, please. Now, 2026 is the year of the horse, often racing for a lot of us. And it's a number 1 year, start of a new cycle, a new 9-year cycle. This last 2025 year is just been a number 9, obviously, and it's been the year of the snake. So lots of shedding and releasing going on in that final number 9 year. And it's exciting to be in a number 1 year because we can choose whatever it is that we want for this next 9-year cycle. Do you want to still be in the same place you've been in for the past 10 years or 9 or 10 years or 20 years? Or do you want to start something new? So to help everyone who is ready, we, my higher guidance team and myself, have decided to offer this extraordinary 28 Days to Bliss program for 90% off. That's just 111 Australian dollars for the next 11 days. You will receive access to the 28 Days to Bliss recording, which you will have lifetime access to. You can listen to that at any time. Plus 28 days of 24 hours a day divine soul support, which we believe is the difference that makes our program so effective. Divine soul support begins from the day you receive your 28 Days to Bliss. So in some cases, you'll probably get a couple of extra days, which will be, you will receive it within 48 hours of your purchase. We expect that you will receive it within hours, but just in case you are overseas and I'm sleeping when you decide to join us, or we have any technical hitches, etc., we have given a time limit of 48 hours for you to receive your purchase or receive the link for you to go on and start listening to your 28 Days to Bliss. It is best to listen to it daily for 28 days. Yes, you can listen to more than one per day. However, we recommend that you just listen to each day multiple times on low volume repeat if you wish to keep your frequency high. This is a better way than racing around through the program in 10 days because you raise your frequency just a little bit each day. That's the idea of it, is each day you receive a download of energy. Now, what usually happens is that people, I'll just explain low volume repeat. Low volume repeat is when you turn the volume right down to mute and then bring it back up one click. So you may not be able to hear it, but the energy will still be coming and you'll receive it in your body. You can also put some earbuds in and place it in your pocket if you have to go to work and still receive those higher energies without everybody else hearing it. Take a big breath in for me, please. Now I forget the little tangent I was going off on. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. Is that what happens usually in the first 5 or 6 or 7 days, people just feel amazing, because it's kind of like putting a cup of hot water with a cup of cold water. You wouldn't have found me if you didn't have a soul that was in alignment with mine, and you're listening and it's raising your frequency, and you get to this point where it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. But after about 6 or 8 or 9, 10 days, depending on how dense you are or how much stuff you've got going on, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't have that big gush. That's why so many people quit after 10 days. But that's when your energy has come up and is matching the incoming energy. We say it's like putting a cup of hot water with a cup of cold water. If you get warm water, but as you're getting warmer and warmer, you're not getting that big gush of energy. That doesn't mean that the energy is not there. It just means that you're getting better, and that's when people quit. But if you just stayed, that's what we've seen. We had another woman in Arizona as well, actually, who had escaped a domestic violence situation. And she was living in a car, and about day 7 or 8, she fell asleep listening to the recording she'd chosen to listen to, which was a Mount Shasta heart and base chakra activation. And she'd fallen asleep in a car with her daughter, and she'd just left her window down an inch or whatever due to her situation. But she woke up to all this money being on her chest. Someone had put all this money through the window to her while she was sleeping. And then that was on about day 8 or 9. Then on day 15, someone gave her and her daughter a couch to sleep on. And at day 17, she got a job. So the key to this is that as you line up, what you need or whatever is the next step on your journey shows up. And as my example with Jacqui shows, it's about consistency, not speed. You will not obtain long-term results by doing it all in 10 days. You just won't, unless you're going to start back at the beginning and keep going through to the 28 days. So whether it's abundance or peace or health or happiness or getting a new job or finding your perfect partner or making more money that you are seeking in 2026, this is a fabulous place to start and get you in alignment with your highest purpose in 2026. We will place all of the details on how to pay, terms and conditions, etc. in the description on on this YouTube video. And we truly look forward to hearing all of your breakthroughs as well. Now, if you don't have the 111 Australian dollars, so that's about 75 US dollars and 55 Great British pounds, then please just choose an activation you like on my YouTube channel and listen to that for 28 days and see what shows up in your life. And if nothing shows up for 28 days, just keep listening until something shifts within you, or pick another YouTube or another activation and listen to that for 28 days. It just means that you are probably a bit battered and knocked down and you need to do more to bring your energy back up. But it's all about how connected to the light within you are. Now, this 28 Days to Bliss program, though, is particularly powerful because we channeled it at a time of great chaos in the world when darkness was trying to control people with fear. And I did a pretty good damn job of it, actually. Make people put poison in their body that they just didn't need to. They could have just gone and stood in the sun and it would have healed whatever was going on with them. But that's a whole other story and we're not going to go there. So as such, there are truly epic healing frequencies embedded in my voice for the 28 Days to Bliss program. Not to mention the ongoing upgrades from the quantum, oversoul monad, 12th dimension, 5th dimension, and Lemuria over the past year, which are also embedded in my voice now. Now here's the thing. I deliver in my $1,000 program, the energy, I deliver in my $1,000 programs is no different to the energy I deliver in my programs that people pay $16,000 to $28,000 for. The only difference is the energy is delivered exactly to my client's specific needs and goals. That's all. And some people want and need the weekly coaching sessions to help them get to the next level. This also applies for all my free activations. In fact, if you could listen to one of my cat videos with your heart wide open and your mind open, you would still receive that profound healing if your heart and mind was open to it. Because the energy is embedded in my voice. Please do not underestimate the power that is within my voice to help you change your life. I recently brought a whole pile of plants in plastic pots that had been dead for months and months back to life, simply by talking to them. And it happened like within a week or something, really quickly. This is the power that exists within you. And you can access your power simply by opening your mind and your heart to miracles and magics showing up for you. And listening with an open mind to someone who already does the things that you may want to do. Big breath in for me, please. So, we trust those of you who are ready to know this spiritual power in 2026 and beyond will join us for this 28 Days to Bliss program in the coming 11 days for the extra super duper 9% off special price of 111 Australian dollars. Or that you commit to listening to a free activation on my YouTube channel and see what shows up in your life. Happy New Year to you all. Infinite love and blessings. And may 2026 be the best year ever for you and your loved ones. Love, love, love. My deepest love and richest blessings to you all. Namaste and bye for now.